impressions of these wonderful, beautiful mirrors from AliExpress, but pretty soon you can get them from eBay as well, and no doubt Amazon. So they are the ones that, if you look very carefully, you'll notice there's no screws around at the front of the mirror section, and the ones that are a little bit more expensive and a little bit higher quality actually have a screw here, and I think that's to hold that mirror in place, that glass in place. Okay, so on this particular one it does not have that screw, so that's how you can tell that it's a slightly cheaper version. Here I've been able to use the mounting clamp onto the actual bar, and that's just a bar end at the end here that I got from, that's also from AliExpress, but yeah, so you can see that there, and I just had enough space to fit it there, but it does actually come with hardware to do it as a proper bar end where you can just put it in there. So just here, this screw here that undoes and that all pivots right out of the way, and you can mount it nicely there. So that's a really good feature to be able to make the install a bit easier. A bit of a mess in the background, I'll have to clean it up. It pivots up like that, look at that. Look at that. Okay, there's the other one there. So they pivoted up. Reminds me of a Jetstar plane with the little wingtip things. Anyway, so they do pivot, and they actually pivot all the way over like that, and they do pivot until they come to meet the bar end down there. Okay, so you can see here, guys, there's another tightening screw for that pivoting section, and then also you can pivot the mirror, and there's two screws to tighten or loosen with how much you want to move this. I wanted to keep this nice and tight. I don't want to move this. I just want to be able to move it out of the way for filtering and then down. But if you so wish, you can actually adjust that to be up or down or in a different position to fit your bike. So quite a bit of customization options here on how you're going to fit that to your handlebar. So first impressions of actual use. Well, I think unless you end up going with a nice bigger round bar end, all of these sort of streamlined looking shape ones, and this is not my first one, I've had the cheap $7 version as well. They are small, okay? There's no point trying to make them out to be something they're not. So because you've got the section here, it's nice and wide, you can look behind you quite easily. But then if you're looking for those cars that might be in your blind spot, all right, a little bit, you know, move your head a little bit, and you do still have a decent amount of space over here. So the thickness is actually a bit better than some of the cheap ones. I definitely think going the next level and paying a little bit more for these over the real basic budget ones that you see on all the bikes, this is definitely a little bit better. I will put a link to the real cheap ones that I had on my Hayo-san down below, so you can check that out as a comparison. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So in the low position, visibility is okay. If you tilt it up a little bit like this, then you get a lot better. You know, the experience is a lot nicer, but still nowhere near what the Mickey Mouse ears on my Ducati Monster were like. So nothing like stock. In terms of the visual look, okay, so this is what they kind of look like when they're in their up position. I'll put a few photos on Insta so you can have a bit of a look. When they're down, they're nice and streamlined. They do stick out quite a fair bit, but it's not too bad, and it's got that cafe racer sort of look. It makes for a bit of a wide bike, but definitely gets rid of those Mickey Mouse ears, which normally sit up here, which make the bike look really, really dorky. I'm going to do a follow-up video fairly soon. I hope to go for a few rides in the next sort of week or two and tell you about anything. I have heard of a couple of things that might happen, like the mirror might fall out from the casing here. Hope it doesn't happen, because I'm pretty happy with these so far. I want to see how robust these these Allen key screws are, because I mean the manufacturing looks okay, but in terms of the quality of the you know, the alloy or whatever they used for those bolts. I want to see how good they're going to be. Okay, and the one thing that really already bugged me a little bit before I tightened it just after my last ride is the pivoting. I want it to pivot. I want it to stay up when it's up. I want it to stay down when it's down. Down's not a problem. It's when it's up, because you do get some vibrations, especially from this Monster. It vibrated its way down. Now I have tightened this, and I'm going to let you know whether that tightness has stayed the right sort of, like, you know, it's robust enough to stay up when I want it up, rather than dropping back down. So guys, very happy with these for mounting and first impressions. Overall, very, very pleased. Look forward to the update, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.